Yo, what's up guys? CastnBlast back with some more Queen Pop LaLoon. Today we're looking at a variation using the Skelly spell, and I've touched on this a few times. We have a few clan members that do it in the wars. I stick to the main composition because that's just, I'm used to it, guys. I've been doing that attack since 2015. So if you're looking for something different, if you're having trouble to take down a queen, if you're just getting into this is a good variation. It's a good option. It's a good tool to have. And the whole point of the attack, let's take a look here at the troop composition. But you're using the main Queen Pop set, right? Loons, Hounds, Hound in the CC. But pretty much everyone, they'll drop a Rage, bring 2 haste, and then a Skelly spell in the place where I would just bring 1 haste. You're still going to take out an air defense. You're going to aggro the CC, kill the CC. And then the whole point you're trying to do is get the troops and the queen, whatever she's closest to, get her firing in on some hounds, get all the defenses distracted so you can throw a rage down, and you throw it more over her because that's where you're going to throw the Skelly spell at. We'll try to take a look at a few replays, give you kind of an idea of how this works. I know a lot of people have been asking me about it. So you simply just take out an air defense. It starts just like any other Queen Pop attack I've done, would start, and then you aggro out the CC. Nothing at that point has changed. What changes is kind of your spell placement and the use of what you're focusing to kill the queen. I've noticed it works very good, on some spread out bases, maybe defenses not so much touching the air defenses, or just normal bases you'd Queen Pop, guys. Maybe the blowers would be in a bad spot, and you're afraid the hounds will get pushed away. You can throw down the rage and the Skelly spell, and it eats through the queen very quickly, very quickly. We'll watch here. So these 2 air defenses are pretty tight knit. As you'll see, he's still doing a good hound separation, and that's a big key point on any type of these attacks. 1 hound from over here, so it turns these defenses. 1 from over here, bringing another one wide here. So he's still doing a good, and there's the other one. He's doing a good separation of the hounds, kind of separating that defensive fire. And you'll see as they're getting closer, we'll zoom in here, that queen is going to focus in onto his hounds, and that's what you want to see. You want to see everything turned around, focusing in, so you can sneak that Skelly spell in and kind of eat her up. Bases that I don't see this work good on is if the expos are set to ground and they're not going to aggro in on anything, man. And while I was talking, that's just how quick it works. He drops the rage and the Skelly spell, and in an instant she's gone. No hounds had blown up, so there was no pups gonna eat her up, but that's right there. That was game over in a blink of an eye. Multiple hounds in on that last air defense, still tanking, and he has that haste in the bag to kind of spread his loons about. He saved a lot of loons for the back end defenses. You can see he didn't have to utilize much at the beginning of the attack. And that's it. All these defenses are down. He throws his king to simply clean up. It's that quick. That Skelly spell is an awesome tool. But like I was saying, if you have expos set to ground that's covering the queen area, so nothing will tank them, they'll focus in on those Skellies really quick, and it will be pretty ineffective right there. But if you can tank everything, kind of aggro them on your hounds and or loons, drop that rage, drop that Skelly spell, you do not have to worry about that queen kill, and it works literally just that fast. Let's take a look at a couple more here. So here you can see we have kind of that wide offset base. Once again, air defense is way out on the outside, big defensive ring. Queen's not really bunched up in the middle. Expos are set to air, and it's really, he's trying to push out everything, keep air away from the core on this type of base set. And it works very well for this base, kind of the same exact troop set as you saw before, and it's going to be the same exact start. You're going to have to follow, the basic steps, but where this excels is that outside queen. A lot of times if you would start on the queen on this, you would fly right over her. Maybe your hounds wouldn't pop because they're not getting that huge DPS buildup of a tight knit base, and you wouldn't get that queen kill. Your troops would fly around, or maybe you'd have to finish on the queen like I've showed you. But this allows you another option. Right after you zap that air defense, pull the CC, kill the CC as normal. Queen takes it out with no problem. I'll zoom in real tight here so you can see. He's bringing the hounds across the face of the defenses. He's bringing his loons in. And as that queen turns and starts shooting everything, you can see that rage is thrown down, and he brings in that Skelly spell. And look at the Skellies just form a tight-knit circle around her. In a blink of an eye, she's dead. Now that leaves the rest of your base for your loons to fly around. Half of his loons are still utilizing that rage. Built up his Teslas in the core. You know, he's really trying to destroy any air getting in that core without those hounds being able to tank for him, and causes a little bit of a trouble for him. But as you can see, these hounds just aren't popping with that low output of DPS on these type of bases. A lot of times you wouldn't get the hound popping directly over the queen. So this is kind of another option. You know, a lot of his troops are staying alive because of that low hero or the low level on the queen, and this spread out DPS. Which just means, guys, you need to spread out your loons a little bit more. Maybe take a little more patience clearing it. But these bases are not that big of a problem, you know, for this type of attack. And with the option of using the Skelly spell to take out the queen, it left his troops alive to clean in whatever fashion he wanted. He didn't have to exactly end on the queen or come up with another game plan. And tons of pups, tons of loons, both heroes alive. As you can see, that's an easy 3-star, and it's good utilization of that spell. Let's take a look at one more here. So last replay real quick. This base, you know, you see a lot of sets like this. The kind of triangle he's going to form, he's going to leave these 3 air defenses up and take this one out. Means he's going to have to go into the face of that air defense, but then he can come behind this one. A good 3-star. I don't know if I would have drawn it up any other way. And he uses a combination of the Skelly spell and the hounds popping to take the queen out, and it works very well. So as with any queen pop attack, you know, you're going to start simply by taking out an air defense and pulling the CC. Since the CC radius kind of fell outside, and the air defense he wanted to kill over here didn't really matter. He just did them at the same time, and simple queen kill on that. Now he's going to separate his hounds coming in and start separating his loons on each defense. Getting that haste spell that can reach your loons is always good. I don't think he knew that there was going to be a couple Teslas to pop up to kind of troll his loons away from there. But he still gets a good push in on that inside air defense. And now he's coming in with his next couple hounds. Looks like a good old Tesla farm down there that he's battling. One hound pops over there, and the queen starts aggroing in on things. But he's getting a nice clean, base clean basically, and that queen is going to hunker down in the middle there and still aggro in on all these troops. So he still has loons to spread. Very key, guys. If you are at this point in the base and you've used up all your loons and you can't backside any of these, you're usually going to have a problem. But in comes his rage right there and the Skelly spell. So it's hard to see, but as you can see, a hound's popping and the skeletons are popping up, and that queen falls, and that was less than a second. I mean, instantly. Hound's under rage, Skelly's under rage, and the queen's done for. So all that's left to clean up is those last little couple air defense or whiz towers, and he's got a couple packs of loons there to do it, a bunch of pups, both heroes cleaning up, pups cleaning up everywhere, and archers cleaning up. So as you can see, recipe for success. Some Skelly still made it out alive. Both those expos were set to air, which allows you to tank every defense in the base and throw that Skelly down for the 3-star. And that's basically how it works. Look for something that you can tank everything around the queen, drop that rage, drop that Skelly spell, and have a good day. I mean, move on with the attack. Very well done by the teammates there. Like I said, I don't play around with this version very much, but it's a great option to have. And if you see a base where you're not sure you're going to get that hound pop and you're going to get those pups to kill the queen, this is a nice option to do. So a lot of you guys have been asking me about that. Hope it makes sense. Gives you another type of idea for air. No, air is not dead, guys. I don't know who said this nerf killed air, but I'm loving it. These attacks are still working great. You know, even when I'm like, I don't know if I should really run it. Okay, let's just do it. Boom, 3-star, and it's still a lot of fun. So ask me questions if you guys got them. We're going to come up with some new videos all this week for you guys. Hit me up. Follow me on Twitter at CastnBlastCOC, and I'll check you guys next time.